Okay, hello, I am doing this is for Declare Networkings, and I am doing a, short series on your high school career. In my last video, I addressed what to expect in freshman year, as far as classroom goes. Now, I'm talking about 10th grade. What to expect, because like I said in the other video, I never had that in freshman year. We were not in high school, we were still in junior high, so we were still in junior high. Our credits still counted. It was like we were actually in high school, but we were still in junior high building, so that was a big difference, you know. Okay, I'm going to talk about this. This is the sophomore year now. Alright, for my sophomore year, I would have to say it was pretty successful, really. I mean, I worked my hardest, tried to do as best as I possibly could. Like I said in my other video, the best thing that really helped me you'll pretty much learn, the location of all your classes and stuff within the first few days. So, but it's really, it is the first step. We had a high school orientation about a week before. I think it was a week and a half. I'm not sure. Anyway, we had a week or a week and a half before school started. We had a high school orientation. So I went to pick up my schedule and then try to find all my classes, mark where they were and stuff, so I can have them for the first day of school. I went to get all my classes together, make sure I knew where everything was, so I can, wander around like a lost goose, get checked with my head chopped off, so I didn't look like a, walking around, just saying, where am I? I don't know where I'm at. No, I didn't want that, so. As far as everything else goes, let's just get down to my classes. I took band, which I'll get to that later. I took English 10, which is 10th grade. I took world history. I took biology and Spanish. I'll get to that later. I can talk about that experience. I took choir and I took geometry. First things first, as I want to explain to you about English. I love English. I make good grades in English, probably like B's and stuff, but like I said in the other video, I do not take any AP classes at all. I refuse. I will not. I mean, I'm not afraid, but as far as stress goes, I don't want it because I'm pretty afraid. I'm not really afraid, but I don't want to take them because I don't want that extra stress added on to me. So, when I first, started taking them, or started school, I was, did, English. English went really good. World history, I never made below a B, or below a A in world history. I love it with a passion. For my next class I had biology. Biology at first, in my first semester, was really, really stressful because of band, which I'll get to that in a minute, of what that all was about. Spanish, I'll explain to that first thing. Hold on, let me get to my choir. 6th grade choir, I took choir. I have never took choir before. The only time I took choir was when I was in the 5th grade, the year before I started band. Because I didn't want to do band and choir at the same time because I thought it would take, over some stuff, but it really didn't. So I never took choir except in the 5th grade. High school choir is nothing compared to what, middle school choir was nothing compared to what high school choir was like. Never been in choir before, ever. Like I ever before. So she put me on a soprano one, but because I never had choir before, it was all different things, but it went pretty smoothly. It was pretty fun. I loved it. Um, geometry. Geometry was sort of hard. I barely passed that class. I passed it with a C, but it went pretty good. I mean, I had a good teacher, but I had to have tutoring every Monday and Thursday when I had time. I'll get more on time management later, but when I had more time, because I did not know what I was getting myself into. But anyway, geometry, you just gotta study real hard, make sure you know your stuff. Some people catch on the math easier, some people don't. I mean, it's just, it's all a different thing. But what was I? Let's go back to Spanish. I quit Spanish within my first semester. I took a whole semester of Spanish, and I got out of that. Like, completely. Oh, excuse me. That is the most hardest class I have ever took in my whole entire, probably will be my whole entire high school career. I got out within the first semester. I was like, I can't do this. So I got out of Spanish. And then I switched to driver's ed. And then finally they took me out of driver's ed because I did not have my permit. And then they put me into parenting, which I passed parenting with the A, which is not really that bad because I really love parenting, and it was a really good class for me. So I took parenting and passed it during my second semester. I got out, we went through all parenting class and passed that perfectly. Back to my first ever class today. It was band. If you are doing, I cannot stress this so much, but if you are doing marching band and you're like, your competition marching band, if you know what I'm talking about, if you're in a band, with me, we practice every day during the school year. Or during the first semester, like during the actual first semester of school, we practice every day for like 2 hours a day, after school. For me, I did not even get home normally till like 7 or 7:30 on like 3:30 to 5:30 practices after school, because I had to go from there to my grandma's work, wait for her to get off. We didn't get home till 7:30, so. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, when we actually had practice from 7 to 9, I did not get home until like 9:30 or 10 o'clock. So I had to learn some pretty self-controlled discipline. I mean, I was a pushover in the 9th grade. Well, after the year, like I said in the other video, was pretty successful in some points, but as far as anything else goes, I kind of procrastinated a little bit. I learned in the 10th grade, you cannot do that if you're doing marching band at all. Because if you devote all yourself to marching band, not do your work, then you're going to fall behind. For me, I think that's the reason why I kind of failed out on Spanish, because I did not have time to study anything because I was in band so much, and I did not have time. Excuse me, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm filming this, so sorry. But if you're doing marching band, for me, I learned how to manage my time wisely and work on, like if I had, after school practice, from like 3:30 to 5:30, go to practice, and then, from like after school. If you go somewhere after, which for me at 5:30, I left practice and went to work at went to work to my grandma's work, and I was there till about 6:30. But I did not get home till like 7. So the time I had, I used it while I was with my grandma at her work after practices, so I could, work up enough time, to do my schoolwork. I did not do that very much. I've learned this next school year that I'm going to do that as much as I possibly can, so I won't fall behind, which is very important to make sure you're on top of your schoolwork every day. I'm not sure what 11th grade is going to be like because I am not there yet. I am going into the 11th grade. But I've heard a lot of people on videos on here saying this would be hard, which I don't doubt that at all, because I know colleges look a lot on your junior year, because that's just year right before your senior year, so they're going to reflect on that because I mean, they used to. So it's important to work really hard this coming year. If you're watching this and you're going to 10th grade, all I can say is just try your best, work as hard as you possibly can, and if you're a marching band, like I was talking before, learn to prioritize your time a lot. I know I had to work very hard during the first semester to make sure I passed it. Since I dropped Spanish didn't count. I just had to have like a record of me actually taking that class. So when I passed the first semester, I had to learn how to organize my time out very wisely. And as far as that, my sophomore year was really good. I mean, it was my first year in my actual high school, and I absolutely adore my high school. And it was a pretty success because it was so much fun actually being in my actual high school, because it was just, so fun. And that's about it. I mean, everything that actually happened during that whole entire year. So, if you guys would have any questions or any video suggestions, please comment please comment below, or subscribe, or inbox me, whatever. I'm doing more, like I said in my other video, I'm doing march band practices now, we actually started like 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago, starting march band practice, but I am actually just now, making this video. So, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. I will get to them as soon as I possibly can and make it for you. So, I'll be praying for y'all. Make sure you guys have a great sophomore year. Work hard, try your best. All your hard work pays off. I'm praying for all of y'all. So, God bless y'all. Bye.